here in Miami. Let's get more on the strength of Hurricane Irma and the route, the path it's taking. And we have an update, I believe, on the hurricane. Karen McGinnis joins us now. Karen, what's the latest?
All right, Isa, we have, to me, two very worrying things. The information I'm going to give you is the very latest from the National Hurricane Center. And if I were observing this from the perspective of Florida, I want to know, what is it doing now? What's it going to do in the future? Two concerning things to me as I watch this. 48 hours ago, we were watching Irma barreling along as this grand Category 5 hurricane. And as it has now moved across this north central coast of Cuba, it has made landfall there. So we can only imagine the kind of destruction associated with it. But now the National Hurricane Center has issued its latest advisory, and it hasn't changed, meaning the intensity did not change once it made landfall. Typically, we see that. So it's still at 160 miles per hour, gusts up to 175. The other worrying thing to me is that it had been moving to the west-northwest at about 16 miles an hour. Then we saw it move about 14 miles an hour to the west-northwest. And now we're seeing it move to the west at 12 miles an hour. So it's slowing down just a tick. Now it is interacting with land here, so that may account for it. But do you remember Harvey? Harvey slowed down. Harvey meandered. We're not going to see this meander. We're going to see this continue to trek. But the slower it moves, the more rain we're going to see. So it's going to be substantial. Now look at this particular track. National Hurricane Center. There it is, right across the Florida Keys. And there we see a secondary landfall in the vicinity of Naples. I've been saying over and over, don't follow where the eye makes landfall, because everybody's going to see hurricane force winds, or the vast majority of the peninsula of Florida. All right, let's draw this line right down the center of the Florida Peninsula. We had seen early on these landfall areas right around Miami in that vicinity, but now both the European model and the North American model are in amazing agreement that it is going to be a West Coast Florida system that will impact millions of people. I did see some of the tower cams of different places like Tampa Bay. Don't see any cars on the road there. West Palm Beach, no cars on the road there. I'm glad it appears that people have been heeding the warning. And yes, Isa and Michael, the wind has picked up, and so are these outer bands moving on shore. It's only going to get worse from here. Michael?
Just extraordinary, isn't it? Just the sheer size of this storm. Karen McGinnis, thanks so much. Appreciate it.